Hi guys, it's Little Lum's Apotheca Health and Beauty Hacks, and today we're going to make an emulsion. Everyone's wanting more emulsions, and I've been playing with a few formulas. I'm almost out of this one. I really liked it. I really liked it because it's kind of dry and wintry and just crusty. I've been feeling kind of crusty, and so this was a lot of ingredients. Korean skincare inspired, but it's got retinol in it. And now today I wanted to try putting DMAE in it. Let's discuss. And I really liked it. It smells really yummy, like tamanu. I wanted it to have retinol in it. I was experimenting with some other Korean skincare. It's preserved with ferments. It's also got some interesting ferments. We're going to talk about Cinerside Asian Fusion. This is from Formula Sample Shops, as well as arnica extract from Formula Sample Shop. We got a few other preservatives we're going to include because it's an emulsion, not a preserve, from Lotion Crafter. Then oxyethanol, all these together to preserve our emulsion. And we're going to add DMAE to it today. Complete emulsifier from the Herbery. Glycerol stearate, cetyl alcohol, and sodium stearoline lactylate. The recipe, my formula for this is going to be linked in the description, you guys. I just used a spreadsheet. I'm just making 50 milliliters because it's experimental. You just plug in your percentages to the formula that you want. Like, okay, I definitely want 5% retinol, 1% DMAE. If you had too much DMAE, it could make the emulsion separate. So we don't want that. Chamomile hydrosol. So I'm using some chamomile. So I'm gonna mix it into the water, aqueous phase. We got arnica extract. Arnica, really good for the skin and for, red capillaries and stuff. So arnica extract, this is from Formula Sample Shop. Pumpkin seed. So this is also a liquid. It's kind of a gel. Smells interesting. We're gonna add tamano oil, which this is the smell that really stands out in what I made before, tamano oil. It smells rich and earthy, and I really like it, but you could always add a few essential oil droplets in there. Tamarind seed extracts, this is an emollient. This is kind of like a hyaluronic acid humectant to the formula. I might want to increase the percentage. Retinol from Retistar. This is potent retinol. It's potent, darlings. So it's very yellow. Woo! And we're going to add it, we're going to up it to 5%. Calendula extract. So this is a very healing skin oil. I have a few different oils that we're adding to the oil phase. Tamanu, calendula, chamomile squalane. Interesting. So this is going to have a really light feel. It doesn't really smell chamomile-like, but I suppose it's squalane, from olives that had chamomile marinating in it, I suppose. It's a lot of ingredients, eh? It's not a preserve is interesting. So it's got the root radish ferment, honeysuckle flower extract, which apparently has antiviral, antibacterial, preservative, antifungal. Also populus tremendous bark extract, which is aspen bark extract. 2% of that. I'm doing 2% of the Cinerside. Well, this is an interesting, so it's got the root radish ferment, but it also has ferment coming from ginger and garlic, and that's why they're calling it Asian fusion, because it's kind of like and wasabi, eh? Isn't that interesting? Phenyloxyethanol. So this is what my cosmetic chemist really recommended for any emulsions. So we're putting that in to boost at just 0.25%. Nutrimals. So it comes in like little pastillas. You'll see. So this is a complete emulsifier. We'll dissolve that in our oil phase, and then we're going to whip it all together. It's going to be dope. Boom! We're going to dissolve our DMAE in the water phase, and we're going to heat them up to 90, and then we're going to mix them in. It's going to be dope. Ready? I happen to have a hot plate spinner, so that's what we're going to use. Okay? We're going to turn around, do our measuring, and it'll be dope. Okay? Here we are, guys. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our distilled water to put on our heating device here. I'm putting a little extra because it's going to be heating it up. And then we're going to put chamomile hydrosol. This one smells really good, actually, it actually smells like chamomile from the Herbery. 10, so we basically need a total of 30. All right, guys. 30. Excellent. These are pretty great. I dig them. So the rest of the liquid ingredients are down here, the extracts, which we're gonna put in once it's emulsified. A little stir to mix in the DMAE. I'm gonna heat this up, our water and our chamomile, darlings. Scale here, which we tar, and then we're gonna add our DMAE. 0.5, put that in, and let it stir and dissolve. Tamarind seed, 1.5. Add that in. Excellent. The oils, yay! Nutrimulse, 4 grams. Tar, put it in our beaker, and it'll start melting. It's in here, and I'm gonna add our tomato oil to our ditto beaker, 2.5. I'm just gonna start pouring them all in here. Tomato oil, okay. 2.5 of our chamomile squalane from Formula Sample Shop, going up to 5. Splendid. Fruity oil, Amazonian very red vitamin A in it. And then we just have a little of our calendula for 1. It's pretty, look. Okay, so I'm gonna pour that in and let it start melting in with our emulsifier. While we wait for that, let's measure out our other ingredients, shall we? 1 milliliter of our pumpkin seed cake from Formula Sample Shop. Okay, I'm gonna need a pipette for this. I'm just gonna use these pipettes, 3 milliliters, so 1 milliliter right around, right there. Easy peasy. Arnica extract, another 1 milliliter. Perfect. Check them off as we go. Pumpkin, arnica, center side. 1 milliliter of that. New pipette, so as not to contaminate. Let's use a little stir for our oil concoction. Put it right in the middle so it starts dissolving nicely. Not a preserve. Let's check our oil temperature. Whoop, getting up there, 140. So I had this too high, turn it down. One more, our phenyoxyethanol. Tiny amount, 0.13, so I'm gonna use the micro pipette for this. Okay, got our micro pipetter. Stick that in, dial it into exactly what you want. To my DMAE chamomile and distilled water. I'm trying to let these cool to 90 before I do. Okay, it's 103. I want this oil to still be melted, so they need to be basically the same temperature. 116. Okay, I'm gonna take out this stirrer. Take out both the stirrers. Oh my God. Oily. Just keep it on the heat, and we're gonna go. All right, let's hope it works this time. Okay, so it's not gonna be as dark as the one I originally, but that's fine with me. High shear, we'll use our little whipper here. Okay, here we go, ready, set, whoa, here goes the oil. Okay, I'm gonna add all of our extracts we got here. Pumpkin, arnica, and our preservatives. Yes! Didn't separate. It's gonna settle, it's all fluffy now, but that'll settle down. Let's add our retinol. We have a whopping 2.5 milliliters. .5. Okay, I'm gonna be stirring it as I apply. I'm going to lower the shear. You don't want to mix it too much because it could separate like our other one. There we go. So now this is going to settle. It'll maybe take 24 hours for it to really start to get thicker. It'll settle down, or maybe just a few hours, up to 24 hours. And I'm going to pour it, now that it's thin, into our airless pump. So this is going to settle down, and then I'll be able to attach the top without it getting too weird. Yeah! Here we are. You see how it receded down, the fluffy descended down, and we can just cap it. Neat. Super Retinol, DMAE. Smells really yummy. What do you think? It's a lot of ingredients, but I've been playing with emulsions, wanting to experiment with a few recipes. What would you add into this cream? We got the retinol, we got the DMAE as our potent skin firming and anti-aging, although we don't say anti-aging anymore. Youthfulizing. How about it? Let's check it out. And calendula and phenoxyethylene. Oh my God. Whoops! I dropped it. Because grams. Ah! Okay.